Hello everyone, Alchemicgree here. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last video, we arrived in our fortress of Skyhold, and we have looked around. We managed to do a lot, actually. We managed to meet a remarkable amount of people, actually. But now that we got more information, we managed to meet Hawk, and, well, I believe we managed to also stop Cassandra from killing Varric. I believe we did that. But first, it has been quite a while as for some of the council. Okay, there are quite a number of missions that still need to be done. So we're going to have to start at the top. Oh, acquiring the Arcanist. I believe I managed
the order
to...
was sent?
Yep.
This morning.
The Arcanist. So let me just get, it doesn't really matter who, so I'll just get Liliana on that. And, oh, hey, perfect, that's done. Perfect, I'll have to, check out later on, so Hard and Hightown. I believe I've been leaving all of that to Liliana, so I'll have Liliana handle that. That shouldn't be a big deal, not at all. Now let's see, because I may change things up depending on how things play out, but that's going to be that one. Let's see, reports of darkspawn activity. I don't actually know about that one. Reports of darkspawn activity. I'm not 100 on.
Can you arrange what we discussed earlier, Ambassador?
Shadows over.
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
I think that's a thing I'll leave on. Gaining Orzamar's favor. That definitely is a diplomatic approach, which I can only trust to Josephine.
At your service.
That's gonna be no big deal. Let's see. Now let's see. Dorian's request. Reclaiming the mages. Conscripts. Vest Frostback. New to the crew, young and hopeful. Conscripts for the Inquisition. Let's see. Ooh, Memorial for Haven. That's pretty fresh. That one, I think I'm gonna trust with them. All right, so that's not a big deal. I'm gonna have to do a double check with this reports of darkspawn activity. What am I know that's about? Any event. I'm gonna first check out this rune kava. We're still in a lot of renovations here. That's not it. Which... There we go. I went the wrong way.
Inquisitor?
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Hello there.
Dagna? Is that you?
You're the magical advisor.
You're him, the Inquisitor. I'm Dagna, Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. The breach was pretty too, in a destroy everything sort of way.
You're not quite what I was expecting. You're a dwarven arcanist.
The only one? When you learn things everyone says you can't, you get to be the first. I don't need to tell you. I've looked at Harris devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orzammar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. Wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can spot where they overlap. That's a surprise for every teacher. It's a grand tradition, and it works so well with new thinking.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Coryphia say. That's a long chain of who said what. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Coryphius made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. It sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
You mentioned a Grey Warden who helped you start your studies.
Not any Grey Warden. The Grey Warden. The hero of Ferelden is a hero in Orzammar, too. It's incredible that someone like the hero of Ferelden would stop to help the little people. Literally.
You gave up so much, left your home. Was it really that amazing?
Yes. I left my home and my family, but I just knew I could be more than a smith. I wish my people weren't stuck in the past, and I regret that my father couldn't imagine another life for me. But I don't regret what I did.
Your years of study have paid off.
Oh yes, the mages said I brought a valuable perspective. I've even presented my work to the College of Enchanters. I wanted an exchange. The surface could learn about lyrium smithing, and Orzammar would gain knowledge of magic. But now there's no college. And so far as the Shaper is concerned, I'm castless. So you're getting my best work, Inquisitor. Let's make some great stuff.
The Warden affected you in a special way.
Talk to anyone, they'll say the same. It was a dark time. There was one light. He saved us. Saved me.
All right, rein it in. You have work to do.
Right, sorry. I get carried away when I think of it. Ready when you need me.
It's so good to see her again. I need to see what's up.
What can I do for you?
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Coryphius, my goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Veil. Also, dwarves? We don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. Rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
What is it you do exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the smith caste. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks. I studied it all with an objective eye. No secrets, no fears. That lets me apply principles like no other. Maybe one other, but I don't have that wonky of a mind, so I still kind of win.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyria is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wondrous. It's the one thing mages can't do. It drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks.
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
Okay, so let's have a master thing made.
Ready to answer the great mysteries. It'll be wonderful.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not. It's manipulation of primal forces, and I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. Let's see together.
Let's... I mean, I can't really make a master work. Oh, so that's what it means. I mean, I don't think I can do much with the weapon I have. I think I already have something like an Archon Fire Staff. And I think what's what I currently have? What? Oh, I do cold damage. Well, Harriet.
Inquisitor.
Any thoughts about our new tenant?
You sure she doesn't own the place? Acts like it.
No offense. It needed work.
And fine work she's done to it. And for you. Don't mind me. Been a lot of change lately. Cheery as sugared flowers she is.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright, just want to make sure I got everything ready. Alright, I think I've suited up. I've even upgraded a lot of the weaponry. Huh. This is new. Oh, I know what this is. This is the unique stuff. What happened was, I think it's like back when the game first came out, if you watch the trailer online and you've paused at very, very specific moments, then you would, then for some crazy reason, you'd be able to, okay, how does... Well, let's just grab something and see what happens. Like, what masterworks do I even have? That's the first thing. See, I got tier 2 stuff now, so let's see if I have... Yeah, I have some really nice stuff. I think I'll make it out of obsidian. That feels fun. Barrier damage, +2 attack. Some high ever weave. It's just fantastic to do like that extra damage. I wish I had more of this tier 3 stuff, but you know, we can't all get what we want. So yeah, this high ever weave, high ever weave to make it a nice, oh, okay, it changes a little. That gives me that, but that gives me extra willpower. I think that will do. Let's see, and then this one does just extra sunders on hit, critical chance. I think the extra... I don't have a lot of good critical chance here. Up there, the bear hide. Now, what would you do? Let's see. Heal 15% of damage taken over 10 seconds. Alright. Gain 3 guard. Ooh, very, very interesting. I don't kind of do guard, but alright. Berserk. Bear. Third chance of masterwork. Wait, what? 30% chance of 30% chance of masterwork plus 10% to stats on success. So if this works, my weapon would be better, but that's a 30%. I guess the other ones weren't really the best anyway, so here's hoping. Okay.
Mind your step for things, Inquisitor.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. You'll see. They'll all see.
Okay, I don't particularly get what I just did, but let's... Needs a rune, but I don't... Yeah, because I gave it that, and that didn't really do much. If anything, that did way more. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking here, but... Okay, well, that was a... Can't really modify it, I think. But any event, let's head back to, my people. I am also trying to flirt with Josephine, so let's see if I can proceed with that. Probably not.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things.
We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Navarra, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Dealing with so many demanding, strong-willed people can't be easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time, if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt without mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits its whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
2.5 hours, I think, but no one's counting.
Oh, dear. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
Spending time with such an engaging woman is never unpleasant, Lady Montilyet.
Goodness. Well, I'm glad I haven't wasted your day. Well, I've taken up quite enough of your time already. Until next time, Your Worship.
Oh, nice. Huh. I can upgrade some things. That'd be nice. But yeah, I'm going with the, Wow, that was what I needed to grab. Okay, let's just head back to the upgrade. That's something I also need to do. But yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way to try and... Like, I want to romance Josephine more in the sense where, because... sorry. I want to romance Josephine because there's not a lot option. Like, this wasn't like Origins where, like, it was... where it was obvious who you wanted to romance, or, you know, 2, but... Was that here? Maybe it was in here. Because I think there was a garden upgrade option I never got through to. This is gonna bother me for a while. Because I think I turned this into an herb garden. Yeah. Well, apparently I have Blood Lotus, so we're just gonna... just have one thing of Blood Lotus right here. Wait, if this is not where the gardens are... Okay, there it is. There we go. Need a lot of stuff to take care of. Alright, so... courtyard upgrades to give space. I'm gonna need more logging stuff. I'm not even doing these, so they're just getting stuck forever. Alright, this grants me 1 power. Invest in the garden space in case the utility... Yeah, let's do this.
Consider it done.
I don't actually know what that did, but I'll live. Any event, we need to proceed with where I was going. I was actually thinking of going to the Forbidden Oasis, actually, where cards are kept. Might as well unlock that and try to do a bit of a zoom around and... Oh, come. Aw, you gotta be. I'm gonna go there. That's where the gardens are, probably. Yep, here it is. Thought I already... You know, I'm never gonna use it for utility, so fuck it. We're going with a Chantry Garden. Because, let's see, because upgrade the garden to Chantry, bringing hope to all who seek it. Functional upgrade, that bring potential. I I swear, I thought I did this already. And I'm not gonna... Screw it. Chantry Garden.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimar. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
I look forward to working with you.
And are you? I wasn't sure what to think of you people, but recent events have put those doubts to bed. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Works for me. Okay, now, where was I? To the Oasis. Alright, I guess I never did it? Could have sworn... Whatever. Alright. But yeah, I plan on romantic Josephine because, unlike the other ones where I could, you know, bring them into the field and all that stuff, this is different.
A pleasure.
Who rules Antiva?
Officially, the Principality of Antiva is governed by His Majesty King Fugelno II. In reality, Antiva's merchant princes rule the country in everything but name. Quite loudly, I might add.
What sort of dealings did you have with these merchant families?
As ambassador, I attended Privy Council meetings in a mediatory capacity. May I just say, one has never heard an argument until they've sat in on 15 princes howling down each other's tariff suggestions.
That sounds more like a mob than a meeting.
It's all a part of life in Antiva. Our traditions value passion and romance. A certain exuberance of style.
Are you positive you're Antivan?
I can be most exuberant when it's called for. Just at the right moments, and in a proper fashion. Might we speak of something else?
What's the land like in Antiva?
The settled areas are quite lush. The vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Antiva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
I have difficulty seeing you wandering around a trading port.
Everyone in Antiva City spends time by the ships, my lord. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfronts never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather.
Are you ever homesick?
Occasionally. When a breeze stirs the trees in the garden, I sometimes pretend it's the sound of the surf. Do you know, I even miss those terrible squawking birds infesting the harbor. My youngest sister used to throw whole loaves of bread to the gulls. Silly thing.
You said the Montiliers used to run an entire trading fleet. What happened?
There was a scandal in Val Royal more than an age ago. The Montiliers were forbidden from trading with Orlais. Our personal fortunes never quite rebounded.
Does anyone in Orlais even remember what that scandal was?
I doubt it, but the injunction persists.
What exactly happened?
An affair with a minor lord. Perhaps. Most other details are lost.
Are you saying your family's livelihood was ruined because of a love affair no one even remembers?
Essentially, Orlesian politics are full of these unhappy little missteps, Inquisitor.
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Leliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Orlais. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
How exactly did you and Leliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Leliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
I assume there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Leliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Valroyo. Leliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest wits. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that would make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
Does Leliana confide in you?
She enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
Tell me about the Montiliers.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estate to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
What do these Antivan heads of the household do if they don't run it?
They work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist. It's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
I imagine there must be give and take between a family heir and their parents.
There is a fair amount of arbitration. Bickering, if one is less polite. But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
Is running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familial duty. Taxing as those duties can sometimes be.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. But Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
Where were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Valroyo. But I bowled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
You must have missed her terribly.
I did. And she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
What did you learn at this finishing school in Valroyo?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
How did the younger you like Valroyo when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Valroyo to me. So beautifully foreign, I gaped at its spires for months.
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Valroyo?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Seheran, the Anderfells, whatever lies past the Amaranthine Ocean.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
It's nice to actually have a conversation with Josephine, despite the fact that I literally just blew most of this, a good chunk of this video, literally doing that. Then again, compared to the last video, I can't really complain as much. But yeah, I believe the Forbidden Oasis has the shards. Let's check that out. Yeah, so let's do this.
Did you see the message I sent?
Yes, thank you.
Works for me. Let's see. I shall take with me... I'll take Varric, Solus, and Iron Ball. I think that's a good combination. This should be quite interesting.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid we got here a little late. The Venatori were already here. We assume they're moving on the temple.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Sorry, we haven't been able to get close.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Val-Fermin used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps. Oh, and some of the scouts saw a giant roaming in the area. Keep your eyes open. Don't want you to get stepped on.
Oh, delightful. Delightful. Let's take a peeky here and... Huh. This is a relatively small area. Well, the goal is mostly campsites to deal with. So I should probably take care of that first. And let's level you guys up. Alright, I spent a lot of time kind of building them up with that, so it's gonna take a bit of a while to... Elegant defense holds its full length for longer before it decays. You've learned to cast Fairy for more staying. Each time Fairy cast expires, the ability cooldown is reduced. That's probably a lot more important. Alright. Alright, so I got all these guys armored up and ready.
Inquisitor, I have something for you.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Alright. More of these stupid things. 5? That's unique. There's one. There we go, there we go. Go, and there's another one down there. I know I just heard weird praying, so that's something to deal with, I suppose.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
Anyway. I'm pretty sure there's more quarry and logging sites in areas that I've fully explored, so I'm probably going to check out this. That one will probably be an off-camera thing. as well as landmarks. I don't know if I really need to care about landmarks, but honestly, it's kind of a good thing to try out. Interesting. And the shards. What is that weird praying I'm hearing? Whoa, I do not believe there's going to be anything that high up. Temple of Pride, though, that's a very disconcerting thing to hear. How many shards are there going to be needing around here? Anyway, I'm here to establish a campsite first and foremost. I saw a giant in the area. I'm pretty sure I could take on a giant at least. No, I guess there's another way. Oh, well, I think there's a rift around here, too. Landmarks I can probably do on my own.
Let's take a look.
There we go. There we go. I know I upgraded my spells and stuff, but I did not... Oh, I didn't even, No. No, I did not give myself much of anything yet. There's a puzzle I'm missing here. Oh, I see. Now, there's the giant. What are they fighting? Not the giant. Where's that last shard? Well, they haven't aggroed us. That's a good thing. Oh, hi there. You're right there.
told us they were here. Keep your guard up.
I find the fall of the Dwarven lands confusing.
What's so confusing about endless darkspawn?
A great deal. Although that is a different matter. Dwarves control the flow of lyrium. They could tighten their grip on it.
It's hard to get the attention of the humans when the darkspawn aren't up here messing with their stuff.
You're active in the Carter. You know your people could tug the purse strings. You could claim sovereign land on the surface, or demand help restoring the Dwarven kingdom, but you don't.
You're not saying anything I haven't said myself, Jackals. Orzammar is what it is.
Probably gonna bite me in the ass. Let's do this. There we go. Very good. All right. That giant will probably be back later, but for now it's dead. Gathering those shards will probably be another priority, since there's shards probably every fucking which way. Now I gotta get back up there. How do I get back up there? Because I think the gate, I think the... How did I... Oh. There has to be a better way back up there. Okay, that way's blocked.
Now that's something.
Even in these wastes, there exists beauty.
Alright, well, in any event, I think I found my campsite. Hopefully. Unless it's up there. Or, nope, it's right here. Good. And that's up there too.
Inquisitor. I've news, sir.
What is it?
This could help us.
There we go. Okay, now that's been taken care of. We have a lot of fade. Whoa, that's a far enough fade rift if I've ever seen one. Alright. Let's travel back to this one then, if we gotta fight out in the middle of the friggin' desert. Glad you like that one, Iron Ball.
Nothing for miles. Long way to travel for a mining contract.
Alright, let's see what we got over here. Yeah, that wouldn't work. He does fire. I have no idea how many shards are even here, but I think let's try to head to that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally I would want to break this up into different videos and all that jazz, but honestly I don't feel like there's an overall arcing point. Ideally because... there we go. Yeah, like I don't feel there's an overall arcing point. Only because, well... interesting. Alright. Because honestly, this area is pretty damn small. And yet, at the same time, well, probably because I spent at least about a good 30 minutes just in the first, just back in Skyhold. Yeah, this looks safe.
The veil is strange here.
As if it were reinforced, but for a few places where it has been warped.
That means there's something in here. I'm not gonna do what I did before, where I literally was just running in so many circles. If I can't find it after going on up and down, then that's it. Alright. That's enough of that. That weirdness. Alright, not that way.
Who are you? Why are you following me? I'm just looking for stuff to salvage. I used to work here. I know no one needs it.
I'm with the Inquisition.
Been out here a while, but I'll assume that's important. Doesn't explain why you're following me.
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
I'll leave you be.
Right. See you then.
Okay. That's certainly at least something. Alright, there is a lot to do. At the very least, I think I'm just going to clean up a little bit of the area. I'm gonna... Nope. There's actually more to do here than I thought. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try to see about getting the rifts done. If I can get the rifts done at the very least, then we can take care of that. And I guess the landmarks, it's going to be interesting. So I feel like, and also I should probably get back to turn in those missions, 'cause I think that's everyone. There we go. Alright, next up, let's take care of these rifts. Once I have these rifts taken care of, then I think I will wrap up this video. I need to better organize him. There we go. As for that temple, that one definitely is going to be, I think it's like its own video. When oh god, that was closer than I thought. We need to clear that one up. Lots of exploring that needs to be done, I think. Like a friggin' maze down there. There we go. All right. Let's see if I can somehow get to that thing. I'm gonna spend about a good minute.
We're done here, right?
There we go. Oh, I guess I already got it. Alright. So there's a lot that I'm going to have to take in, but I'm going to have to pick that up in the next video. So let's get back to Skyhold. Turn in those missions and go from there. I should probably spend some time actually getting log stands and quarries to properly upgrade. Like, I'll see if I missed any from the areas I already explored. Because we are still a long ways away from anything productive. There is person.
He spent his life in the Circle. Perhaps it... Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montiliers' fortunes.
I remember you said your family had been forbidden from trading in Orlais.
It's devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
Debt or no, you appear to be surviving.
That isn't enough. A disaster could wipe us out completely. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It's just... it is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Most people worry about their next meal. Never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Do you have any idea who murdered them?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Well, that's something we're also going to figure out in the next video, won't we? Alright. Oh, excellent. Let's see. Positioned, elusive training. Okay.
If it was abandoned when we arrived, who named this place Skyhold?
Solus says it changed hands so many times, the original builders can't be traced.
I read the House of Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost.
Gotta capture a keep for that one. Pay for a favor. Contacts among artisans, patrons, merchants who give me 10%. That's actually quite useful. Ooh, that actually might be quite useful. Oh, and some nice schematics. Increase maximum healing potions part. I don't. You go through that many though. Increase max focus. 10. That actually would be a little more useful for like the big abilities. I think. I think the max focus. Let's see. But I feel like that's the most useful because I will gain 5% more experience. So let's go with that. Okay, let's Next step. All right. Now then, let's see. Let's look at this reports of darkspawn activity. Oh, that'll be super quick. I'll have that done in no time. Yeah, I think I'll have Colin take care of that. Alright. This will definitely take a while, but I have confidence. I believe Josephine could handle that.
Inquisitor.
And that should be fine. Dorian's little request. Get that done.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. I will head back to the Forbidden Oasis later on. There's still plenty to do. Definitely have a lot to do in the meantime. But in any event, thank you all so much for watching. Share, subscribe, let me know what you think. Leave comments below, and I'll be with you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.